In an alternate universe, a fighter jet is in pursuit of a glowing object that crashes in New York City in 1988. The object turns out to be a space pod containing a young Peter Quill, whose grief and cosmic powers make him a dangerous threat to humanity. This version of Peter was handed over to his father, Ego, 6 months earlier, who steals Peter's cherished Walkman and indoctrinates him into his destructive plan called the Expansion, aiming to turn entire planets into extensions of himself. Unlike the version of Peter in Guardians of the Galaxy, this younger Peter is isolated and vulnerable. Peggy Carter, now middle-aged and working at SHIELD, assembles a team to stop Peter's rampage. Alongside Howard Stark, she recruits Hank Pym, who is reluctantly drawn into the mission after seeing Peter's destructive power. Hank brings his daughter Hope, while other members of the team include Bill Foster, T'Chaka, Black Panther, and the Winter Soldier, who was sent by the Soviet Union to help neutralize the threat. The team tracks Peter to Coney Island, where they attempt to capture him, but his powers overwhelm them. Just as the situation grows dire, Thor arrives, helping turn the tide in their favor. However, Hope Van Dyne forms a bond with Peter, learning that he's not a villain, but a grieving child trying to return home to Missouri. She helps him escape, giving him her mother's Walkman and pleading with the team to help Peter rather than harm him. Meanwhile, Ego grows impatient with the delay and heads to Earth to take control of Peter. S.H.I.E.L.D.'s team realizes they can't handle both Peter and Ego at the same time, so they plan to let them fight each other. Ego attacks, summoning an army of constructs made of sand and rock to fight the team. As Thor, Foster, and T'Chaka hold off Ego, Peggy leads from a tank while Howard tries to get the seedling to safety. The Winter Soldier, still loyal to his Soviet mission, tracks Peter to a cemetery in Missouri, aiming to kill him. Hank and Lawson, however, persuade Peter to trust them, revealing that Ego controls his mind. Hank offers to take Peter in, providing the support he's longed for. Howard, seeing Peter as more than just a target, intervenes, appealing to Bucky Barnes' humanity by invoking the name of Steve Rogers, breaking through his conditioning. Despite their efforts, Ego manages to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D.'s base and reclaim the seedling. Hank and Peter quickly pursue him, confronting him in his fortress. Ego demands Peter accept the expansion, but Peter rejects him, using his celestial powers to destroy Ego once and for all. With the threat neutralized, the team regroups, and Hope and Peter bond over caring for Lawson's cat, Goose. Meanwhile, Bucky Barnes, having shed the Winter Soldier persona, sets off on a journey of self-discovery. While the episode's plot is fast-paced and at times confusing, the focus on Peter's grief and the character-driven moments offers a deeper emotional connection. Seeing iconic characters like Peggy, Howard, and Hank team up in their younger years provides a refreshing twist on their familiar stories, creating a compelling alternate reality.